स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम चैप्टर 13 डायरेक्ट एंड इनवर्स प्रोपोर्शंस स्टार्ट करेंगे। उसमें है अंडरस्टैंडिंग रेशियो डायरेक्ट एंड इनवर्स प्रोपोर्शंस, सॉल्व प्रॉब्लम रिलेटेड टू डायरेक्ट एंड इनवर्स प्रोपोर्शंस। आपको सिलेबस में है डायरेक्ट एंड इनवर्स प्रोपोर्शन विथ एग्जांपल्स, solutions of problems occurring in day-to-day life of direct and inverse proportions, problems related to time and work. Some points you have to remember is first definition ratio. A ratio is a comparison of two quantities of similar kind with the help of division. Ratio is a comparison of two quantities of similar kind. सिमिलर काइंड की दो क्वांटिटी उसका कंपैरिजन है विद द हेल्प ऑफ डिवीजन। सेकंड है प्रोपोर्शन। व्हेन टू रेशियोज आर इक्वल, जब दो रेशियो इक्वल है, दे आर सेड टू बी इन प्रोपोर्शन, उनको प्रोपोर्शन में ऐसा कहा जाता है। If A divided by B is equal to C divided by D, then A, B, C and D are in proportion. Two methods, direct proportion and indirect proportion. First, direct proportion, two quantities related in such a manner that an increase in one results in a corresponding increasing in other. एक क्वांटिटी इंक्रीज होती है, दूसरी क्वांटिटी भी इंक्रीज होगी। और ए डिक्रीज इन वन रिजल्ट्स इन करस्पॉन्डिंग डिक्रीज इन द अदर। अगर दूसरी एक क्वांटिटी डिक्रीज होती है तो दूसरी क्वांटिटी भी डिक्रीज होगी। दैट इज बोथ क्वांटिटीज इंक्रीज एंड डिक्रीज प्रोपोर्शनेटली। Both quantities increase and decrease proportion. Example given: the more books you buy, the more you pay, or less you buy, the less you pay. ज्यादा बुक खरीदेंगे तो ज्यादा पैसा देना पड़ेगा, कम बुक खरीदेंगे तो कम पैसा देना पड़ेगा। Now, inverse proportion. Two quantities related in such a manner that an increase in one results in a corresponding decrease in other. एक इंक्रीज होती है तो दूसरी क्वांटिटी डिक्रीज होती है, और इंक्रीज इन वन रिजल्ट्स इन ए करस्पॉन्डिंग इंक्रीज इन द अदर। एक कम होती है तो दूसरी बढ़ती है। When one increases, the other decreases proportionately and vice versa. Example given: the more number of laborers do a certain work takes less time. ज़्यादा लेबर होंगे तो कोई काम करने में कम समय लगेगा। And less number of laborers take more time to the same work. लेबर कम होंगे तो टाइम ज़्यादा होगा वही काम करने में, सेम वर्क। नाउ एग्जाम्पल 13.1, फॉलोइंग आर द कार पार्किंग चार्जेस नियर ए रेलवे स्टेशन अप टू 4 hours ₹60, 8 hours ₹100, 12 hours ₹140, 24 hours ₹180. Check if the parking charges are in direct proportion to the parking time. पार्किंग चार्जेस जो है वो पार्किंग समय से डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल है, वो फाइंड आउट करना है। हियर रेशियो ऑफ पार्किंग चार्जेस एंड पार्किंग टाइम आर एज फॉलो: 4 hours ₹60, that is 60 divided by 4, we get 15 divided by 1. Now 8 hours rupees 100. So 100 divided by 8 is equal to 25 divided by 2. For 12 hours, rupees 140 parking charges. So 140 divided by 12, we get 35 divided by 3. Now for 24 hours, rupees 180 parking charges. So 180 divided by 24, we get 15 by 2. Now here 15 by 1 is not equal to 25 by 2, is not equal to 35 by 3, is not equal to 15 by 2. सभी रेशियो डिफरेंट है. Thus the parking charges are not in direct proportion to the parking time. पार्किंग चार्जेस जो है वो डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन पार्किंग टाइम से नहीं है. नाउ सेकंड एग्जांपल, a mixture of paint is prepared by mixing 1 part of red pigments with 8 parts of beige. In the following table, find the parts of beige that need to be added. यहाँ पर parts of red pigments दिए 1, 4, 7, 12, 20 और parts of beige only x1 के साथ दिया हुआ है 8 यानी y1. सपोज हम नाम दे देते हैं कि पार्ट्स ऑफ रेड पिगमेंट्स आर x1 यानी 1, x2 यानी 4, x3 यानी 7, x4 यानी 12 एंड x5 यानी 20. देन पार्ट्स ऑफ बेज इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू y1, y2, y3, y4 and y5 respectively. Here it is clear that mixture proportion is in direct proportion. Mixture proportion is in direct proportion. So x1 divided by y1 is equal to x2 divided by y2 is equal to x3 divided by y3 is equal to x4 divided by y4 is equal to x5 divided by y5. Now from table we get x1 is equal to 1 and y1 is equal to 8. So x1 divided by y1 is equal to 1 by 8. Now x2 divided by y2 is equal to x3 divided by y3 is equal to x4 divided by y4 is equal to x5 divided by y5 is also is equal to 1 by 8. So x2 divided by y2 is equal to 1 by 8. x2 का वैल्यू 4 है divided by y2 is equal to 1 by 8. So y2 is equal to 4 multiplied by 8. We get answer y2 is equal to 32. Now x3 divided by y3 is equal to 1 by 8. Value of x3 is 7. So 7 divided by y3 is equal to 1 by 8. So y3 is equal to 7 multiplied by 8. We get our answer y3 is equal to 56. Now x4 divided by y4 is equal to 1 by 8. x4 is given, it is 12. So 12 divided by y4 is equal to 1 by 8. Now y4 is equal to 12 multiplied by 8. So we get y4 is equal to 96. Also x5 divided by y5 is equal to 1 by 8. So 20 divided by y5 is equal to 1 by 8. So y5 is equal to 20 multiplied by 8. We get y5 is equal to 160. Thus the our table is complete. That is x2 के साथ y2 32 आएगा, x3 7 है उसके साथ y3 56 आएगा, x4 12 है उसके साथ y4 96 आएगा, x5 20 है उसके साथ y5 160 आएगा. Now another example, question number 3. In question 2 above, ऊपर जो हमने question 2 देखा, if one part of a red pigment requires 75 ml of beige. One part of a red pigment requires 75 ml of a beige. How much red pigment should we mix with 1800 ml of beige? यहाँ पर आपको x1 is equal to 1 दिया है, y1 is equal to 75 दिया है, x2 इज इक्वल टू फाइंड आउट करना है और y2 यानी बेस दिया है 1800 ml। फॉर्मूला रखेंगे x1 डिवाइडेड बाय y1 इज इक्वल टू x2 डिवाइडेड बाय y2 बिकॉज इट इज डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन। x1 is 1 and y2 is 1800, y1 is 75. We put all the values in formula, so we get 1 divided by 75 is equal to x2 divided by 1800. We get x2 is equal to 1 multiplied by 1800 divided by 75. Answer of x2 is equal to 24. Thus 24 parts of red pigment should be mixed with 1800 ml of base. Now, fourth example, a machine in a soft drink factory fills 840 bottles in 6 hours. How many bottles will it fill in 5 hours? एक सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक फैक्ट्री में एक मशीन जो है वो 840 बोतल 6 आवर्स में फिलअप करता है। तो हमें 5 आवर्स में वो मशीन कितना बोतल फिलअप करता होगा वो फाइंड आउट करना है। लेट द नंबर ऑफ बोटल्स फिल्ड बाय मशीन इन 5 आवर बी x। नंबर ऑफ आवर्स x and number of bottles filled is equal to y। 6 आवर में 840 बॉटल्स फिलअप करता है। सो 5 आवर्स में कितना बॉटल्स फिलअप करेगा? हियर एट द नंबर ऑफ आवर्स डिक्रीज द नंबर ऑफ बॉटल फिल्ड विथ ऑल्सो इंक्रीज बिकॉज इट इज इन डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन। सो x1 is equal to 6, y1 is equal to 840, x2 is equal to 5 and y2 we have to find out. Our formula becomes x1 divided by y1 is equal to x2 divided by y2 because it is in direct proportion. So 6 divided by 840 is equal to 5 divided by y2. So we get y2 is equal to 5 multiplied by 840 divided by 6. So y2 is equal to 700. The 700 bottles will be filled in 5 hours. Now example number 5, a photograph of a bacteria enlarged 50,000 times attains a length of 5 centimeter as shown in the diagram. What is the actual length of the bacteria? If the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times only, what would be its enlarged length? यहाँ पर enlargement in picture of bacteria और length उसका दिया हुआ है 50,000 times enlarge है, उसको x1 नाम दिया है, तो length उसका 5 सेंटीमीटर लिया है, y1 उसका लेते हैं नाम, तो 1 होगा बराबर। If the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times only, what would be its enlarged length? दो आंसर हमें फाइंड आउट करना है। एक्चुअल लेंथ कितना है बैक्टीरिया का वो, तो पहले से हमें मिलेगा फॉर्मूला लेंथ ऑफ बैक्टीरिया इंक्रीजेज एज पिक्चर ऑफ बैक्टीरिया एनलार्ज। जितना पिक्चर बैक्टीरिया का एनलार्ज करेंगे उसकी लेंथ बढ़ेगी। So it is in case of direct proportion. So x1 divided by y1 is equal to x2 divided by y2. So 50,000 divided by 5 is equal to 1 divided by y2. We get y2 is equal to 5 multiplied by 1 divided by 50,000. So y2 is equal to 1 divided by 10,000. So our answer y2 is equal to 10 raised to minus 4. Hence, the actual length of bacteria is 10 raised to minus 4 centimeter. Now, the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times. Second case, 50,000 times है तो x1 और 5 सेंटीमीटर y1, तो 20,000 times enlarge होगा यानी x2 is given So we have to find out y2, length of it. So x1 divided by y1 is equal to x2 divided by y2. x1 is 50,000, y1 is 5, x2 is 20,000, y2 we have to find out. So 50,000 divided by 5 is equal to 20,000 divided by y2. So we get y2 is equal to 20,000 multiplied by 5 divided by 50,000. So y2 is equal to 2. Thus, its enlarged length would be 2 centimeter. 20,000 है तो उसका enlarged length बैक्टीरिया का 2 सेंटीमीटर आएगा. Now example number 6. In a model of ship, the mast is 9 centimeter high, while the mast of the actual ship is 12 meter high. If the length of the ship is 28 meter, how long is the model ship? यहाँ पर एक्चुअल शिप और मॉडल शिप दिया हुआ है. लेंथ ऑफ द शिप x, एक्चुअल शिप का 28 मीटर है, मॉडल शिप का हमें फाइंड आउट करना है. हाइट ऑफ द मास्ट y, एक्चुअल शिप का 12 मीटर दिया हुआ है और मॉडल शिप का 9 सेंटीमीटर दिया हुआ है. तो दिस इज इन द केस ऑफ डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन. सो x1 इज इक्वल टू 28, y1 is equal to 12, x2 we have to find out, and y2 is equal to 9 centimeter. So our formula becomes x1 divided by y1 is equal to x2 divided by y2. So 28 divided by 12 is equal to x2 divided by 9. So x2 is equal to 28 multiplied by 9 divided by 12. We get x2 is equal to 21. So the length of model ship is 21 centimeter. The length of model ship is 21 centimeter. Now example number 7. Suppose 2 kilogram of sugar contains 9 multiplied by 10 raised to 6 crystals. How many sugar crystals are there in case of 5 kg of sugar and in case of 1.2 kg of sugar? यहाँ पर weight of sugar is x1, x2, x1 is 2 and x2 is 5. Number of sugar crystal y is equal to y1 is equal to 9 multiplied by 10 raised to 6. y2 we have to find out. It is in direct proportion. First case, it is in direct proportion. x1 is 2, y1 is equal to 9 multiplied by 10 raised to 6, x2 is equal to 5, y2 we have to find out. So x1 divided by y1 is equal to x2 divided by y2 is equal to 2 divided by 9 multiplied by 10 raised to 6 is equal to 5 divided by y2. So y2 we get is equal to 5 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 10 raised to 6 divided by 2 is equal to 45 multiplied by 10 raised to 6 divided by 2. So y2 is equal to 22.5 multiplied by 10 raised to 6. So y2 is equal to 2.25 because it is our standard form. 2.25 1 नंबर के बाद डेसिमल हमें चाहिए आंसर में, वो हमारा स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म होता है. सो 22.5 की जगह पर 2.25 लगाया, यानी 1 नंबर 1 0 बढ़ गया तो 10:7 हुआ. Thus there are 2.25 multiplied by 10:7 crystals of sugar in 5 kg of sugar. Now second, weight of sugar and number of sugar crystal. x1 is equal to 2, x2 is equal to 1.2, y1 is equal to 9 multiplied by 10⁵, y2 we have to find out. Now formula is x1 divided by y1 is equal to x2 divided by y2. So 2 divided by 9 multiplied by 10⁶ is equal to 1.2 divided by y2. So y2 is equal to 1.2 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 10⁶ divided by 2. So y2 is equal to 0.6 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 10⁶. So y2 is equal to 5.4 multiply by 10⁶. Thus, there are 5.4 multiplied by 10⁶ crystals of sugar in 1.2 kg of sugar. In 1.2 kg of sugar. Now, homework is first example. Sangeeni types 540 words during half an hour. How many words would she types in 6 minutes? Second example. Saloni received a commission of ₹73 on sales of ₹1000. How much commission will she get on sales of ₹100? इस तरह ये 2 एग्जाम्पल आपको होमवर्क में करने हैं. नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में देखेंगे. ओके.